Good morning. So, had a bit of an eventful evening. I decided I drove over that horrible Benambra-Koryong road in the mist and rain. And when I got down, I thought, why don't we cross the Great Dividing Range once more? So I've got a couple of days left, and I know the spawn run for brown trout is currently happening in the Eucumbene River, which sort of been a river like I always wanted to tick off the list. Never really done it. So I arrived last night, got a camp, and got up this morning, and it must be good because it's like 40-50 cars here and there's more people arriving. So I don't know what time it is. Probably around 7:30, 8 probably. And I'm walking my way down to the river, and we'll see if I can catch a big trout. So I think minimum size here now is 50 centimeter, and you're only allowed to keep one per day, 2 in possession. So we'll see. Let's hope it works. No fish biting, but there's worse places to be. It's quite beautiful. Got any luck?
Small one.
One small one?
Yeah.
Not bad, it's one.
Lost one. One small one and lost one.
Ah. Just sneaking behind. Thank you. Here's a funny thing for you, small minority sports and whatnot. So I'm walking up, I spoke to a couple of guys, and apparently there's this one fly here that looks like a little little orange thing called glow bug. Obviously I don't have any. And he was like, oh, you don't have any? And so after a while he's like, oh, have some of mine. He just gave me a few to give it a go. So I'm gonna walk up the river and see if I can catch myself a trout. But it's been nothing so far. It's been hard going actually, but I've seen a few guys catching some pretty decent brown trout, so maybe it's just me. Nah. So check this out, right? I've spoken to a couple of fishermen and tried to get some advice what to do here, and people have been so helpful. It's crazy. It's part of why I like hunting and fishing, because these people are so nice. And look at this, they all went together and they gave me a couple of flies each, so hopefully I got enough to last me a couple of days. I must say, even if I don't catch anything, it's been the most amazing experience here. Onto and upwards. So I just found a creek, filled up on some more water, so I've got 5 litre water here. My pot is I'm going to cook my dinner in, so it's going to be boiled. And normally I use a Soyuz gravity-fed filter to filter my water, because don't drink out of creeks. I've lost one of the little fittings, hence I have my backup plan, which is microperforat tablets. So I assume there's some kind of claw version and some silver in there. So 2 liters each way, so 2 tablets in each bottle. Wait for an hour, and it's good to drink. All right, so we're about lunchtime. First day at Eucumbene River. I had no luck today. I saw a few people catching some fish, and a few people on spin rods as well. So I have a little bit of a goal to try to get a big brown trout on fly. So as I mentioned before, the locals been really good in giving me a lot of tips, even gave me a whole bunch of flies, right? So the plan today is to have an early lunch, pack up a bit of a snack, a torch to be able to get back in the dark, and I'm going to walk, do some bush bashing to get up a little bit further up the river where there's less people. Probably get some beautiful footage, and hopefully we'll catch some brown trout. That'd be epic. That'd be so good. And then basically walk back, sleep in my little hammock again. I'm probably going to move it because it wasn't really comfortable. I need longer distance between the trees. So we'll see. Next time you hear from me, back fishing. Out in the high country, beautiful. So we're gonna walk for a bit, bush bash for a bit, and see if we can find a part of the river where there's not as many people, because it's okay. I don't mind people are really friendly, but to me a big part of this whole fishing and hunting is to feel solitude, beautiful nature, and no people. You think you're fit? Just come and walk some hills in the high country. It's like probably spent about 20 minutes non-stop uphill, and I'm just to reach the crest. A little bit more, I think, and then we'll try to find a deer track somewhere to take us down to the river. And if we get down there and there's steep banks and I have to go all the way up again, I'm gonna be a bit peeved. Here's a fun idea. Imagine the locals, so Carl told me that this was a good idea. They're sitting down camp, laughing their asses off. But the naive Sydney sider decided to go bush bashing. I don't think so, but there is a possibility. Easy country for a bit of a weekend bush bash. I think I'm gonna make it, and it looks freaking awesome. Slightly dodgy, considering I'm walking in waders and these ugly things. It is uncomfortable, and it's a bit of a gnarly climb for most people maybe, but considering that a few kilometers from here there's shoulder to shoulder fishing going on, and just do this thing and I can't see a single fisherman, and the runs looks amazing. Maybe when I get there there's no fish, or maybe I'll swear all the way up when I go back in the dark. But honestly, I've done this hunting so many times. One lot worse than this hunting in boots, proper boots. But things with this kind of walks, slow and steady, wins the race. Have a GPS with you and a torch, and you can take your time. I'm gonna walk down the river because I'm the only one here. I got this little subsidiary creek which is easy walking, and it seems like people have walked here before. So I'm going to try to use that and get over to the main river a little bit further down, because I just looked. Some of the best trout waters I've seen. So hopefully I can catch the best trout I have ever had as well. All right, I'm gonna start there, other side of the rocks. You freaking beauty. Have a look at this stuff. This is some of the craziest waters I've seen. There's been people here before, I can tell, like the grass is trampled. But right now, I'm the only one here. I'm going to set up the camera behind me for the first cast. Walking down the river, and to be honest, with a floating line, most of this water is just too fast. Might check a couple of pockets, but it's a lot of water and it's moving. This could be the reason people choose not to walk here. It's even this small... Oh, and I got a hole in my wader again. Oh, got wet up to my knee. That's all right, because I caught a brown trout, too small to keep. 46, I think it was, and need to be 50. So that's good, because I need to catch another one now. Here's a good pull, really good pull. There's some dodgy casting going on, so I feel better if I have my glasses on. That's a good run. This is freaking awesome. I've literally just walked my way up the river for the last couple of hours. Only had one trout, but I haven't seen a single person. And there's people walking here, like you can see the trouts, but I must be lucky. Maybe it's the cold weather, maybe it's the rain, I don't know, but I'm loving it. If I can get 1 over 50, I'll be stoked. So that's the goal. Today, tomorrow, 1 brown trout over 50. I'm just hanging out in my bed, and I think one of those drop bears came down to say hi. Got a bit of fright, I must say, but I don't know if I have my breakfast laying next to me. Jokes aside, that is probably one of the fattest possums I've seen in a long time. That possum is up to no good. Someone left a water bottle behind. In the middle of the night, he's trying to steal it, chew it up. I'm sort of worried about my gear, but I'll wake up. He's a noisy, chubby little thing. Alright, I had a bit of a sleep in this morning. It was too cold, and I'm about to make myself some coffee. And look at this. This is my water. It's full of ice. No wondering I was cold. Kangaroos in the morning frost. Nothing like hoping that your waders works from your fix last night. So far so good, dry feet. Right. Alright, so change of plans today. As nice as it is to fish on the main place, it isn't as nice as where I fished yesterday. It's like there's literally people like every 20, 30, 40 meters, sometimes shoulder to shoulder. Good spot, there will be like 3 or 4 people standing. And there's some big fish caught. Like there was spoke to one fella who just took one almost 60 centimeter this morning. So that'd be cool. But I'm gonna this is my last day here, so I'm gonna make a bit of an effort. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna repack a little bit, get myself a little backpack with some coffee and whatever snacks I got left, and then it's probably a 40-minute walk, 30-40-minute walk. I'll do that and I get down in the valley, and that valley is a gorge, right? So it's going to be freezing cold in there, so I wouldn't mind until the sun gets up a little bit higher. Keep me a bit warm and it's a bit prettier, and then I might knock off a little bit early today so I can reset the car and start driving back towards Sydney. So it's been okay. It's gonna have to take some time just to figure out the whole blown up bow and hog deer situation, but it is what it is. Fishing's been good. I learned that I need a warmer sleeping bag if I'm going to do sub-zero temperatures. It's been a bit cold most nights. It gets it hard to get up out of bed. Anyway, finish it there. Alright, we're on the road again, walking up, and I learned from my mistakes yesterday. I kept my normal boots on and I packed down my waders. The second thing was that I found a place online where they used the wording of you can use only one attended rod, which I thought is that you can have 2, but you can only fish with 1 at the same time. Then another place I found was just saying there was 1 rod permitted. So don't want to cut any, don't want to do the wrong thing, so I left 1 rod behind on the fly rod only, and we'll see what that means. We're going to go on a little different road because we've got hours in here today, so we're going to try to get in at a little bit of different, a little bit lower down, and do some bush bashing later on. I'll make some coffee in the sun, warm up my feet. I never really know. Strong coffee. That should be good. Waiting for the water to boil. Have a lazy meal today. Haven't tried this before. Radix Nutrition. They're really small looking. You don't add a lot of water, but it's 800 calories, which is quite good. It's going to be interesting to see how filling this is. So you're only adding 175 ml. Normally for that many calories you'll add 400 to 500 mils. Got a fish. Please be over 50. Beautiful brown trout. Oh, yes. Don't think it's 50, but it's beautiful. Alright, just gonna get off so I don't fall over. Just get the flies out of the way. Got another fish on, and I left my net. Oh, rookie mistake. Whoa! He's a nice one too. Could be. Oh shit! No, 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 no! Don't go, don't go! Don't go! There's a bit of a waterfall downstairs, and he's trying to get into the edge. Oh, so close. No, 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 no. Oh, yes. Oh, so I'm lucky that's over 50. Oh, where's my measuring tape? Oh, it could be. Being too dark for the GoPro to work, and I hardly got any battery, hence the filming have been a bit so-so. But let's finish off by just having a look at this. Freaking amazing. 10% left on the battery and we're losing lights. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna get some boots on, climb up the hill, go back to the car and drive towards Sydney. Freaking awesome. I finally got a trout, a brown trout, over the 50 centimeter. Pulled it out in the last half an hour, which is unreal. Anyway, I'm gonna make a little bit of a summary of this trip because it's been weird. But right now, life's good.